Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mark DeStiny, and this is the Wrestling with Destiny AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts show. For the first time in company history, AEW presented Blood and Guts, a violent, unforgiving, two-ring match contested inside the confines of a steel cage between Chris Jericho's Inner Circle and MJF's Pinnacle. The match, the first major encounter between the factions and an escalating rivalry, headlined a much-anticipated episode of Dynamite that also featured World Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega in action. The crowning of new top contenders to the AEW Tag Team titles, Cody Rhodes seeking a measure of revenge against longtime friend turned bitter enemy QT Marshall, and Dr. Britt Baker in singles competition. Now, this was great. I'm happy to come to you and talk to you about this match with the Inner Circle and MJF. I am super excited about what AEW is doing right now. Even next week's show is going to be off the chain. I'm here to talk to you about everything that happened at Blood and Guts. I'll be right back with you after the introduction from yours truly, Darby Allin, and my beat and my rap that I did for my theme music myself.
Hey yo, what up? It's Darby Allin, and you need to subscribe and tune into Wrestling with Destiny podcast on YouTube at Mark Destiny for wrestling content and review shows. Tap in or tap out.
Looking for the news, I'm the one you need to see. AEW, NXT, and WWE. In and out the rope so we can keep it in the ring. For the business, I'm like great because it turned me to a fiend. I super kicks it to your HBK 9-7. From the same city as Moxley, Cincinnati, where I'm repping. 1, 2, 3, ding, ding, you won't last. You are tuned into the Wrestling with Destiny podcast.
Now, I'm going to start off with the first match between Nakazawa, Kenny Omega, and my homie, John Moxley, and my other homie, Eddie Kingston. As John Moxley and Eddie Kingston made their way to the ring for the advertised tag team match, Omega attacked the babyfaces. A brief onslaught by the heels on Kingston came to a sudden end as Moxley entered the ring and teed off on the opposition. The fight spilled to the floor where Moxley pounded away at Omega and Kingston unloaded on Nakazawa. Back in the ring, Nakazawa choked away at Kingston while Omega joined in from in the ring apron. The heels worked over Kingston, cutting him off from his partner until a knife-edge chop from AEW World Champion Singley woke him up. Kingston threw chops back at Omega until Enziguri halted his momentum. They was going back and forth with the chops. Eddie Kingston's chest was getting mad red, mad red. Kingston made the tag to Moxley, who exploded in the match and took the fight to Nakazawa. Mox pushed him, punished him, dropping him with the pile driver. Omega broke up the pin, but the babyfaces forced him onto the floor. Mox applied the near-naked choke to Nakazawa while Kingston dared Omega to get back in the ring. The world champion walked out on his friend, leaving Moxley and Omega to deliver a half-and-half finisher for the win. After the match, the Young Bucks appeared and provided a distraction that allowed the Good Brothers to attack. The heels beat the victors down, leaving them lying in a time for Omega to solder his way to the ring. The champion delivered the one-wing angel to Kingston and pinned him while one of his cohorts mockingly counted to 3. So that was hilarious. This was a good way to start off the show, man. Great match. This is all about further establishing Omega as a cowardly heel. He avoided as much contact with Moxley and Kingston when they were on the offense as possible, walked out on his own partner and returned just time to partake in a 6-on-2 beatdown by the babyfaces. Of the babyfaces. From a character development standpoint, it was fine enough. We have known Omega as this cowardly heel reliant on the numbers game. It has been something AEW has been insistent upon presenting for the last few months. Had this furthered things at all, it would have graded better. I think this was great. I like this match. I think they came in real hot with this show. Everybody was anticipating this. This whole episode. This was built like a pay-per-view. So I really enjoyed this though. I like the dynamic of Moxley and Eddie Kingston together. You can tell they have a real friendship based there when they're in the ring. They really show that, the chemistry. I would like to see Nakazawa like do more like real in-ring competition, not this goofy stuff that they be having them doing. But I will say this. If this is building towards another championship match, I want that to hurry up and happen. But I don't think it is anytime soon, especially without that what we found out later in the night. But tell me what you think about this match. Kenny Omega and Nakazawa versus Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Did you like it? I enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed it, man. It was great to see. I'm not going to lie, though. I just wanted to get through most of this real quick so I could see blood and guts, the match. But this was a good way to start the show, man. I must agree. Now, I ain't going to hold you. The match between Cody Rhodes and QT Marshall, I was not anticipating. I said I ain't like the way he looked. I thought he was boring. But I'm going to take that back. I got to. The guy's damn good, man. He showed up in the ring tonight for sure. Like, this was a good match to me. Like, AEW just coming back to back, knocking them out the park. Like, Cody Rhodes attacked QT Marshall from the opening bell, looking to avenge the shocking betrayal that fractured the friendship beyond repair. Marshall dominated in action through the commercial break, but Cody fought back after. He dropped QT with a DDT and looked for the Cody cutter, but Marshall encountered and delivered his opponent's own crossroads for the finisher, but Rhodes kicked out. And Arn Anderson got kicked out because he tried to join in and help Cody and shit, but Marshall delivered a buckle bomb and they tried a tombstone power driver. After a series of reversals, Rhodes delivered the move but could only keep his opponent down for 2. I don't like that people are using the tombstone power driver and people are kicking out of it. That move should only be used for special moments, and when you use it, the person should not be able to kick out of that. Facts. The physicality intensified until Rhodes offered to help his former friend to his feet. Marshall flipped him the bird and pissed off the American Nightmare, and he applied the figure 4 for the win. Now, after the match, Anthony Ogogo hit the ring and blasted Rhodes with the shot to the midsection. He proceeded to bury him underneath the Union Jack. Now, oh man, this match was amazing. Hard-hitting, fast, action-packed, a lot of reversals, a lot of close falls. It was great, man. I'll take everything I said back about QT Marshall, man. I want to see him wrestle. I didn't at first, man. He was just boring to me. But when it was time to show up, he showed up, man. He showed up. Definitely did. It's good to see Cody back. Cody still looks good. He has no ring rust, I didn't see. Hopefully he can get into a bigger storyline. I wonder if they're going to put this behind now since he's defeated QT Marshall, or what they're going to do. He's probably going to have a situation with a Go-Go, and that's probably going to be the next feud since the Go-Go hit him with that body shot, made his body rock. So we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking to see some new stars. I think QT Marshall is a fucking beast, though. He is, man. Sorry, QT Marshall, if you hear this. You did great, man. Good match at Blood and Guts. AEW was just doing amazing, man. These matches that happened tonight was great. They were great, man. I want to see more. But yeah, man. The way people are using these finishers, that's the only nitpicking. Like, it's okay to hit high impact moves, but a move as classy as or as classical, the word I'm looking for, is the Tombstone Power Driver. Come on, man. That gotta be a win. He should have won with that. That's what should have been a move instead of the figure 4, because the figure 4 is a classical move as well. So he should have did the figure 4 and distracted the referee or something, and he tapped out, but the referee didn't see it, and then hit him with the Tombstone Power Driver after the fact for the win. That's what should have happened. I would have liked that more. But tell me what you think in the comments section. Remember, like, subscribe, and share this video. Hit the notification bell. This was a great match, man. What more can I say? Now, elsewhere, Alex Marvez interviewed Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page about their attack on Sting and Darby Allin a week ago. The TNT champion interrupted and brawled with the Hills until the numbers game proved to be great. The Hills sent Allin crashing down a flight of stairs. The medical staff arrived on the scene to close out the segment. Now, Darby Allin came, I think he climbed up something, man. He climbed up some rail or something like that and came down with a coffin drop onto the concrete. Bruh, Darby got to chill. Darby got to chill, man. And then when they throw him down the concrete steps, and I'm like, bruh, I don't know how you do it. Like, I know you on some kind of pain meds or something, bro. You gotta be. There's no fucking way. Like, something. Because, those bumps you be taking are crazy. I mean, I applaud you, because ain't no way in hell I'm doing that. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. Like, you gotta be crazy as shit. Or adrenaline junkie or something. But by this angle involved with Page, Sky, and Allin, the Hill Tandem Associates, by a way of their shared goals, continued their warpath and left Allin in a heap. It remains to be seen which one will challenge Allin first. But the smart money is on Sky dethroning the face-painted anti-hero when it comes. Yeah, I assume they're gonna have a back and forth about who's going to challenge them, and I don't think that's going to separate the two. At least not now. At least they shouldn't. I mean, they're a fairly new team, so hopefully that doesn't divide them. But something like that would divide a team when you think about wrestling storylines. So I'm just wondering how they're going to progress with this storyline with them two. Now, I don't think neither one of them are going to beat Darby Allin, honestly. I mean, that's what I think. But let me know what you think, man. Darby Allin is a fucking crash dummy. Like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with that guy, man. I enjoy watching it, though. I enjoy watching it. Remind me some shit that Jeff Hardy used to be on back in the day. But, man, when years come, that pain, like, you young now, but when you get like Mick Foley's age, and you be like Mick Foley, I don't wish that on you, but man, just calm it down a notch, man. You want to have a longer career, man. Don't keep doing this. Your career will be shortened, legit. But tell me what you guys think. Leave a thumbs up. Let me know, man. Leave a comment in the comment section. Remember to subscribe. Now, my boy Miro did a promo. Said there's no more games. If you have a championship, he's coming after you. No matter who you are, word is bond. That ain't what he said, but he said something like that. But he said he's coming for Darby Allin. Now, I was talking about Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. That's why I don't think they're going to take the championship off of him. I believe that is going to Miro. I think Miro's going to take that belt off of Darby Allin. I think that's going to be one hell of a match as well. And I'm all here for it, man. I'm all here for it. I'm a fan of both of these guys. Like, I think that would be action-packed. But I want to see Darby Allin fight in a match that's not hardcore. I want to see something like that. A lot of these matches, a gripe that I do have, a lot of these matches are hardcore matches, man. I want to see a real wrestling match where they don't go outside of the ring that much, just a few times, maybe none at all. Like, I want to see a real wrestling match, and I know that Rusev can do that. Darby Allin, on the other hand, I don't quite know, but man, he can, but they just haven't showcased it that much. So that's what I want. I want to see a match between Miro and Darby Allin in that capacity. Now, hopefully that'll happen. maybe they can have one match in that capacity, and there's some kind of fuck finish or something. Then have a rematch and put all the other shit on there, like no disqualification, some shit like that, or maybe a submission match. I know AEW will come up with something, but I do want to see a regular, just classical wrestling match between the two first, just so Darby Allin can showcase his wrestling ability, and so Miro can showcase his real wrestling ability. Show all his power, all the wrestling moves he can do, because Rusev's is a fucking animal in the ring. So that's what I really want to see. I hope they can showcase that. I don't want Sting to get involved in any kind of way. Maybe they can do a segment where Rusev beats the fuck out of Sting or something like that, but I don't want to see Sting get involved in a match. I don't even want to see him at a ringside. I just want it to be Darby Allin and Miro, and I think that'd be great. I think that they can do something special in the ring, and I'm all here for it. Tell me what you think. Did you like Miro's promo, or are you happy to see him be more serious and be in singles competition and fight for a championship? Because I am. I was tired of him and Kip Sabian being goofy and all that stupid shit. Like, I want to see Miro be serious, and he is now, and I'm fucking excited. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Yeah. Now we got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Julia Hart. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, made her way to the ring for a match with Julia Hart, just moments after learning she would challenge Hikaru Shida for the AEW Women's Championship at Double or Nothing. They making it happen, y'all. They making it happen. And I'm all here for it. She needs to be the champion. She's the most watched woman on there besides Tay Conti. I know how y'all are about Tay Conti. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. I see y'all. I be seeing y'all. But, yeah, it should go on her. Maybe Tay Conti in like a year, maybe. But she should hold this champion. Britt Baker should have this championship to the end of the year. Facts. So, Baker just dominated. She whipped Hart's ass. That's pretty much it, man. It was a quick match. She applied the lockjaw for the submission victory. There's really not much to go over here. This was intended to get Baker on TV, put her over in hype her match with Shida at Double or Nothing. It worked, showcasing the growing arrogance of the good doctor in the process. I mean, I'm just happy to see what's going to happen next. I wonder what kind of match Britt Baker and Sheeta's going to have. Who knows though, man? I'm just glad that they're doing this at Double or Nothing, and I hope they put the championship belt on her. If they don't, that's a huge mistake, because Britt Baker got it right now. She got it. That's who it needs to be on. And then you need to have Tay Conti be her challenger to take that belt off of her in the future, or build up stat liner some more. But we'll see. Tell me what you guys think about Britt Baker going for the women's AEW's Women's Championship at Double or Nothing. Are you excited about it? Are you anticipating that match? What kind of match do you want to see them have at Double or Nothing? Let me know that. That's the real question I want to know. You know what it is. That was my dog, by the way. Next, we got the 4-way tag team eliminator match. Yes, this was a great match too. The Acclaimed, Anthony Bowens and Max Caster, Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, Varsity Blondes, Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison, and SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, battle in a 4-way tag team eliminator match for the right to challenge the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team Championships in 1 week. Lightning quick action, undoubtedly the result of time constraints, saw things break down fairly quickly, with each tag team hitting signature moves down the stretch. Pillman wearing his legendary father's tights in tribute, took the fight to Kazarian late and nearly scored an upset victory for his teams. Daniels appeared and delivered the best moonsault ever, though earning the win for SCU. SCU defeated the Varsity Blondes, the Acclaim, and Jurassic Express to earn a title shot. This was fast action, non-stop, straight going hard. AEW does it again. This was definitely hurt by time constraints, as there was no real rhyme, reason, or flow to it, but it was a bunch of super talented wrestlers hitting spot after spot before inevitably victory by SCU. Daniels and Kazarian vowed to break up after their next loss, setting the stage for a highly emotional match between them and the Bucks. It will be hugely significant match, one that brings an end to the SCU while further establishing the current champions as the what they supposed to be, the best tag team in AEW. You feel me? That's what they're supposed to be. And they're heels, and they're great at it. They kind of remind me of the Rockers. If the Rockers were heel, they dress like HBK, Rocker, heel, about to become the Heartbreak Kid. That's what they remind me of. Unfortunately, though, SCU didn't have the opportunity to earn the title match in a better bout than this. SCU is going to lose. Sorry, guys. SCU is going to lose, and it's just is what it is, man. I mean, what more can I say? Hopefully they do something with Kazarian. Put Christopher Daniels in that back row. He's going to be good, like in a talent relations kind of way. So speaking of talent relations, Chris Jericho just signed a deal with Tony Khan to become part of talent relations. There's no saying how much money is involved, how long this is going to be, what all the job duties are. But that is huge for Chris Jericho. Huge for Chris Jericho. And I'm happy for him. He's one of my favorites of all time. He's one of the GOATs. He deserves this chance, man. He deserves it. So let's see how this plays out. Hopefully he can book some great things, man. They got a lot of people over there to do stuff with, man. And you know, Daniel Bryan, he's not with WWE no more. So who knows where he's going to go? What about Samoa Joe, where he's going to go? So we'll see, man. We'll see. Let me know what you think in the comments section. There's a lot going on in AEW right now. Now, we have an AEW Double or Nothing Heavyweight Championship announcement. Tony Schiavone introduced AEW World Champion Kenny Omega, seconded by MT Nakazawa, and announced that next week top-ranked competitors Pac and Orange Cassidy will battle for the right to challenge him for the title at Double or Nothing. Omega put over the idea of a match with Pac, even reminding the audience that he has lost to the Britt on more than one occasion. This brought out Cassidy, whom Omega disrespected and downplayed as a threat before taking his sunglasses and giving them to Nakazawa, which was insane, man. He downplayed the shit out of Orange Cassidy, but it was amazing. Like, if this was regular, no audience, and Orange Cassidy would have just came out, it would have been regular. But the fact that these people, that we actually had a live crowd, fucking Orange Cassidy is over. He's fucking over. I thought he was over, but I didn't fucking know until you can actually hear the live crowd cheering for this guy, man. Orange Cassidy is over. Shit. I didn't even care. Like, I didn't think they was gonna do a match between him and Pac. I was like, man, they gonna do Orange Cassidy. I don't really want to see that. But then the way the promo was between Omega and Orange Cassidy, didn't even have to say nothing. It was fucking great. It made me want to see the match just by the crowd reaction and the promo from Kenny Omega. It really made me just want to see the match, man. They did a fucking amazing job in this. And one promo, Omega managed to make fans want to see both a match with Pac and more so a showdown with Cassidy. He was great as he built up with Pac, a match with Pac before completely disrespecting Cassidy, looking past him as a valiant challenger for his title. Like, it's just insane that that I didn't care about this, and then the way Omega proceeded to talk to Orange Cassidy like that, it made me want to be like, damn. And the crowd reaction, I'm like, holy shit, now I'm into this. Now I want to see it. They actually made me care. And that's some things that a lot of people don't know how to do. Take something that's really something that's small and make you just care just by how they talk and how they bring it off to you. I was amazed by this. And the crowd reaction to Orange Cassidy just being there, and the things that Omega was saying to Orange Cassidy and how the crowd reacted to it, it made me want to watch it even more. Like, that's just great television. That's great television. This whole I almost said pay-per-view. This whole episode of Dynamite has so much of a pay-per-view feel to it. It's crazy to me. And next week is just going to be even more crazy. It's insane, man. But tell me what you think about this. Do you want to see Kenny Omega go against Pac, or do you want to see Kenny Omega go against Orange Cassidy? Right now, I don't even care which one they go against. They can do a triple threat for all I care. I'll watch that. Just by the promo that Kenny Omega and Orange Cassidy did with Tony Schiavone, man. Hands off to y'all, man. Y'all did a damn good job, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Now, guys, the main event. Blood and Guts match. War Games match. The Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle. The historic Blood and Guts match between the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle kicked off with Sammy Guevara and Dax Harwood representing their respective teams. Guevara bloodied his opponent just in time for Shawn Spears to enter, giving Pinnacle the one-man advantage for 2 minutes. Now, Dax Harwood looked like he was, I don't know what he did, but he was leaking. I was like, damn. I don't know how they wrestle with all the blood on their face like that and in their eyes. But y'all some fucking monsters, man. Fuck anybody who say wrestling is fake. The Spanish guy absorbed considerable punishment until Ortiz entered the ring. Unloading on the heels, he blasted Spears with a chair while on the top rope, giving away to a Spanish fly by Guevara, which looked great. It looked great. I think they hopped 2 ropes because the 2 rings is a space. I think he hopped 2 ropes and hit a Spanish fly, man. Santana entered the fray next, frying away with hard right hands and an unranged on a Wheeler. Yeah. He was fucking up Wheeler. He launched himself at FTR, entering the break, but found himself slammed face first into the cage. Wardlow entered the match for Pinnacle next and stood defiantly, daring Inner Circle to bring the fight to him. He fended off attacks of Santana, Ortiz, and Guevara, tossing them aside like rag dolls. Jack Hager entered next. I said Jack, y'all. I know I'm fucked up. Jake Hager entered next, tossing his Pinnacle opponents around and delivering a Hager bomb to Wheeler. He applied the ankle lock to Spears, who tapped to you can't tap because only way you can win this match is through submission or giving up. With Wardlow back to his feet, Big Hager came face to face with his fellow heavyweight. They exchanged rights and lefts before Wardlow gained the upper hand by sending him into the cage. Spears hit the C4 on Guevara just as MGF became the final member of his teams to enter the fight. With Pinnacle rolling, the mouthy heel taunted Chris Jericho from inside the steel cage structure. The cameras caught Wheeler pouring blood and putting over the bar besom of the contest. Jericho entered the match and the bell rang, meaning things would end with the pinfall or submission. Le Champion produced Floyd the baseball bat, bashing his opponents with it and chasing Spears up the cage, where he choked him with the weapon. As the show headed to a picture-in-the-picture commercial break, Inner Circle thrived on the dominance of Jericho. One moment. Picture-in-picture, I'm sick of it. I am sick of commercial breaks in the middle of high-profile matches and picture-in-the-picture. Fucking stop. Please, find somewhere else to put their fucking advertisements in. Please. All right. During the break, FTR exposed the wood of the ring for attempted power driver instead. Santana and Ortiz turned the tide on them and delivered spike power drivers with the assistance of Guevara. With spears in the T of woe, Guevara went coast to coast, delivering a Van Terminator. Guevara's a fucking beast, man. He's a beast. That kid is going to be something special. He's going to be something special. I can't wait to see what he does in the future, because that kid is just impressive, man. Jericho bashed MJF with a steel turnbuckle, and Santana and Ortiz teamed up to gouge the spoiled brat with the fork to the face. Oh man, he's nuts, man. He stabbed him with the fork and then licked the fork. So remind me of the Butcher, man. But he licked the fork, man. The loudmouth heel poured blood as Inner Circle dominated. The babyfaces obliterated Wardlow heading into the final break of the night. Another picture-in-picture commercial break. During the commercial, Jericho fought MJF to the top of the cage while his teammates continued to dominate the action in the ring. The champion applied the walls of Jericho, but MJF refused to tap. He caught Jericho with a low blow to force the break, and then applied the salt of the earth's armbar. Shit look like it hurt too. Jericho fended off the pain, but MJF answered with the shot to the face with the dynamite diamond ring. The ring looks beautiful. I love rings. I love jewelry. I love all of that. I do. He battered and now bloodied Jericho on the top of the cage and threatened to throw him off if Inner Circle didn't surrender. Guevara, in the name of saving his friend and mentor, did, bringing the match to a screeching halt. Then, in typical heel fashion, MJF shoved off Jericho anyway. Jericho took a big bump through the stage, i.e. particle board and crash pad, to end the show as MJF stood triumphantly atop of the cage. Now, there was a lot to love about this match. The blood, the physical intensity, and the way the match was built as it went on were all positives. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler absolutely stole the show. Two old throwbacks who knew exactly how to sell and when to bump to maximum effect. They were the MVPs of the match. Guevara was great and is destined to be the most beloved babyface in AEW one day. His guts, his attitude, and in-ring fearlessness will appeal to audiences in the same way Eddie Guerrero's did a generation earlier. Kudos to Hager and Wardlow for pulling off a hell of a house fight built from the momentum they first shared the screen months ago. They were great, throwing hands and running over each other. For all the good, there were issues with the match for sure. Within 15 minutes of airtime left, it became abruptly clear they needed to kill time. The finish didn't help matters. MJF could have beaten Jericho by low-blowing him and hitting him with the Dynamite Diamond and won the match in a way that would not have protected the Inner Circle and led to more battles between the teams. While the finish we got helped establish the team's love for Jericho, it just didn't look good. It didn't look good, man. It was just too fake. Jericho's bump was exposed the moment the diamond plating was revealed to be particle board and the crash pad laid beneath it. You can see it all. It would have been more forgivable had we not just seen Darby Allin take an unprotected fall down a flight of stairs, nearly break his damn arm just an hour later, or a coffin drop onto two people from wherever the fuck he climbed up to down to where they were on concrete. There were far more positive than negatives though. And it was abruptly clear that the men involved were fans of the match, of its rich history, and wanted to deliver a classic. They fell just short, but etch their names to the history books with a performance that will set the bar for everyone to follow. Now, everyone was complaining about the drop in the fall. Yeah, I get it. It looked mad fake. But guess what, man? At least the people won't be hurt. At least Jericho won't be injured. There's people who have done way crazier bumps and are fucked. I mean, look at New Jack. Look at New Jack, man. Spike Dudley. Look at Mick Foley. I mean, come on, man. So, I mean, yeah, and Jericho's way older, man. He's older, man. Come on. You got to have some respect, man. You shouldn't want to see Jericho get hurt like that. There's a probability of him getting hurt. We also know that Jericho is not in the best physical shape of his life right now. So, I'm just happy that the guy is still in the ring, able to do stuff. I can tell that he's going to retire sometime soon, though. I don't want to see him get hurt. So, I think they just could have decorated it better or something. They shouldn't made it seem like it was still. I don't know. Maybe they could have tried a better way to make it look better. But it is what it is. With all the garbage stuff WWE is doing right now, I'm not about to worry about the way his bump looked. You know what I'm saying? Everything on this was great. So it is what it is, man. I think the dynamic of him threatening to throw him off was a good way to end the match as well. People were complaining about that. I think that was cool. Only thing that was funny was the way the shit looked when he fell. Like, the way the shit looked when he fell looked crazy, but come on, man. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, man. Well, what do you know, man? I enjoyed this. I'm sure all of you did. If there's going to be a hater of this episode, I'm sure it's going to be Jim Cornette. That's the only person I can think of that's going to hate on this. He does not like no modern wrestling. I can understand not liking WWE, but come on, bro. This was amazing. All of this was great. And the setups for next week was great as well. Like, you got a bunch of stuff going on, my guy. So, I don't know, man. This was just amazing to me. I was very excited about this. I'm very happy. I'm anticipating more. I cannot wait to see next week's the fallout of this. It's like every week is like a pay-per-view show, like down there. Now that they got their own, they have their own spot. Like, it's crazy, man, how good these shows are. Like, I have no complaints, man, and I am just waiting for Double or Nothing. I can't wait to see how that well unfolds there. Maybe Daniel Bryan comes. Maybe. Who knows? But if that is the case, I'm ready. I'm ready. And I hope all of y'all are too, man. But tell me what you guys think. Did y'all enjoy the show? Did y'all enjoy everything that happened tonight? Are y'all okay with the win-loss on here? Did you agree with all the booking? How do you feel about Miro? How do you feel about Darby Allin and Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, Kenny Omega, Pac and Orange Cassidy? How do you feel about QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes versus Ogogo in the future, possibly. Tell me what's your thoughts. I'm very excited to see what happens in the future with AEW. These guys are fucking going crazy. And this is what wrestling is about, man. Excitement, things to talk about, things to laugh at, things to enjoy. We're seeing color in matches. We never see that in WWE. Like, this is great, man. People aren't held back. People are able to act like adults. If you want to be a kid, you can be a kid. Like, this is amazing, man. Great job. Shout outs to AEW. Thank you for putting on great content for us. Now we have great content to speak on. This is amazing. I'm super excited about what's going on in AEW right now. But guys, tell me what you think. Remember, like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can get all wrestling content from me. I am Mark Destiny. This was the Wrestling with Destiny AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts review show. And you know what you can do. Tap in or tap out.
Hey, the original gangster. And I'm stopping by to tell everybody to check out Wrestling with Destiny podcast on YouTube with Mark Destiny. The original gangster is coming by to tell you, tap in or tap the fuck out. Peace. No.
Looking for the news, I'm the one you need to see. AEW, NXT, and WWE. In and out the rope so we can keep it in the ring. For the business, I'm like great because it turned me to a fiend. I super kicks it to your HBK 9-7. From the same city as Moxley, Cincinnati, where I'm